Hello and welcome back to Mega Man 3. We're going to dive right into the Shadow stages now that we've taken out the 8 Robot Masters. And I'm going to start with Needleman's stage, as frankly, it can be very, very obnoxious for one very specific reason that we will see shortly. I'm going to do the same thing as usual with these guys, just let them roll past. And this guy we can take out. There you go. Just a nice little potential easy death for you to take, just to embarrass you as you head in. These aren't particularly difficult to deal with, not really any more so than the initial ones you already dealt with. Oop, went too early. Not really necessary, but I'll do this just for fun. There you go, look at that. You can refill right away. Oh, and I took the exact same damage again. That's fine. We had fun with it. So, let's go back to here. Beautiful. Alright, now we're going to use our Rush Jet to get this, but we want to be very cautious to use as little of it as possible. Now, the jet only drains energy as you're on it, so you actually can kind of cheese things a little bit and give yourself extra time by just constantly jumping. And Rush will always stay under you. He won't fly up or down unless you're on him and directing him to, but he will stay under you. And I'm not going to bother waiting for this. So, you are not at a checkpoint yet until after you beat the mini-boss of the stage. Let's see. Let's try this. It doesn't always go well for me. I'll try it. And you're going to see that we have some kind of very special bosses here. This is Airman from Mega Man 2. All of the bosses and mini-bosses are from Mega Man 2. And, alright, you gotta get past his little air shields. And usually once you get over here, he's easy to take out. That wasn't too terrible. But yeah, I don't always do a great job of him by any means. And frankly, losing more than half my health is not anything to really write home about. Honestly, the smart thing to do probably is just to leave this here, just in case, but I don't really like doing what's smart. So, I'm going to take you out, and you can take you out, and then I'm going to get Rush Jet out, and this is why this stage can potentially be incredibly annoying, because you absolutely need Rush Jet to get through this. And if you run out, you're just kind of out of luck. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to stay on Rush Jet. I just wanted to drop it. There we go. And there's, a few energy refills as you go through. You can buy yourself some extra time by doing this little, jump technique that I'm doing right now. Rush won't leave until after I've opened the weapon menu. And you can use this to kind of save you if you get trapped, but in general, if you're out of energy, you have really no way to save yourself, and you pretty much just have to take a game over to continue, which is not the best level design, but it is what they chose to do. I'm going to leave that one and just carry on. I always get a little bit lazy and just use this here, and then we can get out of here. I always hate this because there's always just a little bit of lag as you switch weapons. Now, you don't really need to do this. You can just use your Mega Buster, but I never use Search Snake, so I'm going to try to... Oh, I got way too close. Well, that's why I don't do that. You actually can, if you want to, try to use those little guys to refill your health. This is going to be very risky, because if I die, I'm going to be trapped. I wonder if I should just do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's working okay so far. Alright. Let's try and do a better job of this time around. Maybe I should use these guys just to try and refill my health. I'll softly do it. Won't try and drag it out too much. Alright, there we go. Now I think there's just one more kind of random enemy. We want to get up here before he fires off so you can get past him. Get a little health refill, and now we got plenty of lives, so we'll see how this goes. I believe that this is who is next. So we have Crash Man here, whose weakness is the hard knuckle. Now he will jump every time you fire your weapon, so you can kind of get him to walk right into it. Still difficult with his size to... Oh, game kind of lagged on me and I didn't jump. Yeah, still difficult with his size to avoid him. It is one of the issues... I can't help it, I don't want to die. With the kind of robot masters being kind of recreated for this, is they all go into the same... I didn't need it. They all go into the same body, probably to save space in the game, and it kind of throws off a little bit of their normal size and pacing and how you're supposed to be able to dodge away from them and things. We're going to go to Shadow Man levels next. Shadow Man's level next, who potentially is just as difficult and annoying as the stage we were just on, Needleman's, but doesn't have quite the same issue. Now you got to be careful as you jump here. If you jump too high, you'll crash into that spike, even though it really doesn't look like it. So you just got to do a half jump and then come right over, because you can also land in that spike to the side there. Just a lot of random spikes lying around, which I think is very rude. And we'll just slide right under you. Now this part is safer. Alright, so this part that we are coming up to next is a little annoying, because I'm going to do something that you really don't need to do. In fact, you know, dealing with this section is actually, you know, it takes a little skill, but it's by no means exceptionally difficult. However, because of the lag in the game, that makes it difficult. And because of that, I just don't like to deal with it, and I just fly. But really, you just got to jump consistently off of these guys and make sure that you don't accidentally hit your head on that darkness generators you're going through. But I always end up getting lag as I'm hitting that kind of double jump there and falling because of it, and I've just moved on. And I think you should too. Alright, so who goes here? I believe that we are going to be dealing with Woodman, who might be the boss that I have the most trouble with in this game. I don't dodge him very well, and take a lot of damage from him, unfortunately. But let's see if we can do a little bit better. Now, I want to try and get as much damage in as possible, and actually, as soon as he starts, as soon as he looses that shield, you can start attacking. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I'll take that. And you can use that to your advantage to get a lot of extra damage in before you have to wait for his... no, this is the wrong level. I'm thinking of the wrong level. Before you have to wait for that to go past. Definitely a good way to potentially save yourself from a little hardship. Usually, I jump over these guys, but as you can see, it's very easy to just slide under their attack as well. Now, this is another section where you could just fly, certainly is a safer way, or you could do kind of those half jumps where you draw them down and then go back. I like to just use Magnet Mang's weapon. You just got to be cautious because it does use a lot of weapon energy. So you can easily run out. And, oh, thought I dodged it, but I was wrong. Alright, now, who is here? Ah, yes, I believe that here should be Quick Man, and we're going to use the top spin against him, which has... Oh, no, I was wrong. Actually, you can use top spin against Heat Man. I don't think I will... I think needle works well. That didn't work that well. What was it? It's not shadow, not spark. I don't really remember. Let's just use needle. That's fine. So what I want to do is kind of shoot him up close so that when he fires his, little bursts of fire, I have plenty of room to dodge, and then I can move away from him when he does his little fire slide, and have plenty of room to dodge it. While he is... Oh, that didn't work too well. While he is invincible. This would be a wonderful time to just use an energy tank, but we're not gonna. I don't know why you won't fire. Oh! That was rude. That's alright. That just gives me another chance to kind of show off the general technique I like. Let me try Shadow Blade. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, actually, no, it's fine. Should eat this first hit. Yeah, that's slightly better. I think it does about twice what the needle was doing. And part of what I was doing wrong is I was sliding too far away. I kept trying to attack, and the lag was making it not read my attack. But yeah, looks like Shadow was the right answer. Alright, so let's hit Gemini Man next. But overall, that pattern, if you do it well, works very well to get you through there. Again, we could use Magnet Man here to make things a little bit faster, but I'm just gonna let it go. This isn't too bad, and we can just be a little bit patient with things and hopefully do a better job of positioning ourselves well between the flames than I did just there. Now you want to wait a second here, let that guy go. And, oh. Thought I was going to be in a good spot there, but I wasn't. Ooh, that was close. Usually get that guy right on. Alright, and we're getting close to the end. You want to get right on the edge there, which I messed up on, so it didn't matter. And Proto Man Soul is already here. Here I'm just going to go this way and take a hit I didn't need to. See if I even want that, which I guess I do. We can get the jet out. It's not really necessary. That's alright. Because, again, we have these fish eggs and can just use them to get all the health and energy we want. Take out a couple up top just to get some room. Should have kind of hesitated the slide there, but I did not. Alright, and we'll just go right to the bottom, blow our way across here. Take out just this one on top. And that gives us enough room to jump up. And we want to take out these first two so we can come up here and open this path up. Just kind of get that guy out of our way. And we have our mid-stage boss, which we are going to use the needle for. And this will be Flashman. Another one of the robot bosses from 2 that I feel like I don't really do a great job on in this game. But I tend to turn it into just kind of a DPS challenge, which frankly works fairly well. His attacks don't do a lot of damage. I'd like it a little better if he was at the end, so that I didn't feel like I was leaving myself vulnerable for the rest of the level. Although, if you really want, you can absolutely use all these little spider guys to just kind of farm health. You can use Rush Jet here instead of Rush Marine. It works under the water. Feels like cheating to me, so I don't do it. But this is not a particularly difficult section to get through. The one in the initial level with the dragonflies, frankly, is harder. And really no reason to bother, so we'll just carry on. But here's the part where you just get a ton of these little spider guys, and you can just hang out for as long as you want. They're very easy to deal with, especially if you position yourself well. And you can just kind of endlessly let them come down until you get all the health you need. I'll just let that guy go and carry on. And then we get to the end. So we felt with Flashman earlier, and now we are going to see Bubble Man, who is really no harder than he was before. Tend to take at least a few hits from him, but overall doesn't do a lot of damage, and pretty easy to take out with the Shadow Blade. There we go. So it really doesn't take all that much thought or effort. Ooh, shaking the table. Alright, but with that, we only have one shadow stage left, and that'll be Sparkman. So let's head right in. Now you can quickly jump up with Rush Coil and deal with that guy. I usually just wait and let him come down, whatever. Not in that much of a hurry. Alright. And a couple of ways to deal with this. I'm going to use the Shadow Blade. Take that guy out. And then switch back. Now, hopefully I don't jinx myself. This area actually is probably easier to get through than the original, because frankly these little rotating wheels like actually pull you up if you get even just anywhere close to them. So it's not too bad. You could fly across here. I've never needed to. Hopefully I don't, you know, make a fool of myself now that I've said that. I didn't, luckily. Alright, I'll take that guy out. And number 2. Ah. Little homing things. Gets me every time. Alright, now who is first here? Oh, I do remember, yes. So, the probably best weapon weakness there is, Metal Man, who of course is weak to Magnet Missile, and not a particularly difficult boss. There we go. Now, you do not hit the checkpoint until you reach the bottom of this fall here, so hopefully I don't mess up. Not that it's exceptionally difficult, but absolutely can die there fairly easily. Sometimes I will use Magnet Missile here just to make things a little bit easier, so you don't have to wait quite so long for those things to drop down to lower level. Not really good for this one, but I'm just far too impatient to... I did not think he could hit me there. To wait for them every time. And the other option is really just to run past them, because nothing's really stopping you. Yeah, let's do this. Cool. Alright, well done. Alright, yeah, that was foolish. I don't know why I decided to go there. Anyway, we have our second set of trash compactors, which we can deal with just as easily by completely ignoring them and just jumping. Alright, and that brings us to our final Mega Man 2 Robot Master, who... I don't remember, let's find out. I don't remember who it is. Quick Man, oh. Of course, how can I forget? So, I quasi-mentioned this before, but we are going to use the top spin to deal with him. If I can catch him. Yeah, let's refill. Have plenty, might as well use them. Alright, that did not work at all. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. But think I have to... Well, we can wait a second. Let's try Shadow Blade. Maybe I was remembering wrong. Oh, you know what it is? I did remember wrong. I'm going to waste another energy tank, which is ridiculous and unnecessary. We're going to use Gemini Laser. That's what we used to deal with him. I don't know why I was so certain that we used Topspin. You can use it very effectively against Heatman, but I just really had that locked in my head. I guess because he's so similar to Shadow Man's style. But either way, I think we're actually going to end things there. When we come back, clearly, we're going to have a showdown with Brakeman, and then I don't know what's going to come after that, so we'll have to see. But till then, see ya.